This Java code defines a swing-based graphical user interface GUI for a login form in the login1 class. The GUI includes components such as a button, labels, text field, and password field, arranged used group layout. The button login action perform method handles the login button's click event, validating enter credential by calling this is a valid login method. The latter reads user data from XML file, comparing enter username and password with stores value. This is provide a pop-up message to provide a feedback during the login process. When the user click the login button, the button login action perform method is triggered. This method retrieves the enter username and password from the respective fields. If either the username or password is empty, a pop-up error message appears indicate that username password should be not empty. On successful login, a pop-up message appears stating a login successful.
The Java code defines a service info reader class that represents a swing-based graphical user interface GUI application for reading or deploying service information from an XML file. The GUI includes a table with columns for service name and service descriptions. The read service info method passes an XML file specified by the provided file path, extracts service details such as name and descriptions, and population the table with the information. The XML passes is done using the document object model DOM API. The get text content method is a utility function that retrieves the text content of a specified tag within an XML element. The application runs as a standalone GUI, and the main method creates an instance of service info reader to display the service information in the table when the program is executed. It's important to note that the code assumes a specific XML structure with service elements containing name and descriptions tag for each service.
Provided Java codes create a swing-based registration form in the registration class featuring a graphical user interface GUI with username and the password field, icon, and a register button. When the user clicks the register button, the btn action perform method is triggered. This method first checks if the enter username or password is empty, displaying an error pop-up message if so. If the username is available, the is username available method returns true and the user's registration details are saved to an XML file using the save user to XML method. A success pop-up message that informs the user of a successful registration. On the other hand, if the enter username already exists, the method returns false. The application runs as a standalone GUI created in the main method. It's important to note that for enhanced security, real-world application would typically employ measures like password hashing and additional error handling.
Okay, this is for add_construct.java. Okay, first import statement. These are like pre-made tools that the program will use. Second, main class. The main part of the program is inside class called add_construct. Path, a variable storing the path to an XML file where construct information will be saved. Text field and combo box variable to hold information entered by the user like construct ID, client name. Next, main method. The starting point of the program is set up the graphical user interface GUI. So next, GUI setup method. Set up the graphical user interface, creates a window and adds component like label, text field, and button. Adding component to GUI method, add label, text field, button to the GUI in a specific layout. Next, label and text field creation method for creating label and text field with specific style and behavior. Adding a new construct method to let user input, creates an XML document and save it to a file. Last, element creation method help in creating element for the XML document. Okay, next, this is how our Java program works. Okay, first run the code. After that, fill in the column and submit. After submit, the data will display at HTML at browser because we convert from XML to HTML.
Okay, this is for order service Java.
first file pass and import. The program sets the pass to an XML file where service information will be stored. Second, this is main method. The main method start the GUI by creating an instance of the order service class and invoking the method to set up and display the GUI. Okay, next GUI setup method. The GUI setup by creating a JFrame window title of the service and adding various components such as labels, text fields, button, and so on. Next, adding components to GUI method. This method adds labels, text field, button to the GUI in specific layer using grid bed layer. Okay, the next, adding a service method. This method collect user input, creates an XML document and save it to a file. It also display a success message or an error message using Java. Next, element creation method. This method helps in creating elements for the XML document.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Izzat Rahman Musri. Today, I will present you about billing.java. So, this is billing or receipt lah. So, this is public class receipt extend java.swing.jframe. So, we declare a public receipt, string service type, string company, string service names, full name, phone number, string session, date, price, address, and phone number. So this is where I set the background for soft blue. And this is I set a type of service type, company name, service name, company phone number, price, full name, phone number, address, date, and session. So the main method is like this: public state void main string args. So I declare a java.awt event queue invoke later. Then public void run string service type null, company name null, service name null, full name null, phone number null, and so on. So this is a private Java string JLabel address and GUI. GUI, yes. Okay, let's run the code. Okay, this is my form, receipt, service type, service name, company. Why I was using null? Because when the data has on the XML, we can put the data on this receipt like that. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.